Hello, footy tippers. Russell Barwick alongside Brett Kimmorley to have a look at this week's two big semi-finals in the NRL. Manly taking on Cronulla. First up, Noddy. The Sharkies know Todd Carney. Manly, gee, they were brave last week. I know it was a brutal encounter, but how stiff and sore would they be after it, Manly? Extremely
stiff and sore. And I think that's the hard part about these sides now having to play 4 grand finals to possibly be the premiers. It's physical and brutal. So Manly, that was the best game of footy I've seen in a long while.
Yeah.
It was 4-0, but it was the best game of footy you can imagine. Yeah. Brett Stewart is the key for them. You know, he comes back in. Their leg speed gets greatened. The try scoring then opportunities become a lot greater. So they'll be physical, very athletic footy side, still with the best back line in the comp. Brett Stewart has to play though for them to win.
I agree.
The Sharks will struggle without Carney because they've got no leg speed without Todd Carney. And no leg speed.
He drives them around the park as well, and he's just got a great little kicking game. And you just need someone to take the pressure off by just getting them out of here every so often.
Well, Jeff Robson just does a great job at building a game plan, but Todd Carney executes when it's time to play and when it's not time to play. So they will struggle without him. They'll be gallant, they'll be tough, and they've turned that corner. It's been funny the year they've had that think they're going to be one of the top 6 sides left in the competition, and physically they can match anyone. But Manly will probably match that physicality, but beat him with the class of the 2 halves. So I think Manly get up in that clash.
Yeah, and you've got a similar scenario with Melbourne and Newcastle. Newcastle, gee, they were good against the Bulldogs. Melbourne, well, I thought they were disappointing against South on Friday night. But anyway, they get another chance, and at home, they're almost unbeatable.
Well, I think they are going to be unbeatable, but I'm going to tip against that. Melbourne...
Hang on, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but I'm going to let you go.
But in logistics of semi-final football, things are changing, things are about to change. Newcastle have lost the last 10 games in Melbourne against Melbourne. Melbourne, as you said, were off, I thought, for 40 minutes last week. They played catch-up football. They got a bit lucky. I don't think the Melbourne of these days are the Melbourne of old.
No, there's no doubt about it.
And physicality, they're going to struggle. Gareth Widdop's underdone. And I think their backs will be exposed. But what Newcastle's strengths have is they've got a wonderful coach in Wayne Bennett. He knows how to win.
But he doesn't tackle and he doesn't kick.
But under adversity, Russ, they go into the side believing they could walk over fire and it won't burn them and all this other stuff that Wayne the Messiah can deliver. Tough forwards in Jared Mullen. Tough forwards, Jeremy Smith.
Yep.
Bo Scott, brilliant.
Big Willie.
Big Willie. They'll be probably too physical for Melbourne, which is interesting to say. But Jared Mullen's kicking game and their composure and without any pressure going down to Melbourne, I think Newcastle will cause the upset of the season.
Well, there you see Brett Kimmorley's tips on screen, liking Manly to beat Cronulla, Newcastle to upset Melbourne. If you think that doubles the double that you like as well, head to centrebet.com for all the best odds in rugby league. We'll see you next week for the grand final playoffs. Who will it be?